Now it's time to model or texturing, these two objects in here. Yes, they are easy to be textured within the, as I did before, object coordinate method, where you have constant, let's say, constant level of detail among all the object when it comes to texturing. Yet, we have something. I want to have this thing written as well as it has depth. I can do 3D modeling of the thing. It will be easy, by the way. I can trace about this thing, then link them together, silicon them back, and extrude, scale up and down, and we'll have the object. But I want to enter that mess, since it is a tiny one, and we can achieve that depth by something called height or normal map within Substance Painter. So I have UV unwrap these two objects. I will create a material for them. Let's call it B for button. Then link these two together, export the materials, and I will do it inside Substance Painter. So I'll export the object and then get back to you. Alright, we are back. I imported the files into Substance Painter, typical importing. What I did also is baking them. You can look on YouTube for how can you utilize Substance Painter. Anyways, look, we have two types of texture. One is white, one is blue, and we can reduce the metallic to 0, add a bit of roughness, duplicate the fill and make it blue. Like that would be great. Then, just with the black masks, we can have something like this. Let me just a second. Just to make sure that we have the best possible. Add the paint layer. It's been a long time since I have worked with Substance Painter, but it's okay. It's all right. It is okay that we are not 100% accurate. Fill them like that. Alright. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hit the X, invert the mask. The brush, sorry, to make it. Change the scale a little bit. Alright. So, back into the reference. We can see that this thing does not have any sort of textures. So we need to separate them like that. Alright. Do the same in here. Okay, then, well, let's look for something like metal chrome. Let's have chrome. Chrome will be a good thing. And same as we did before. Do it. I have an idea. Let's do a UV based filling. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But hold on a sec. I have something I need to do, which is when we go back to the reference, we see that we have places with no metal. So I will exclude the texture here. First thing first, make it 0. No. Let's do no. What about this? This one is way better. Way better, way better. And check this texture from here. And voila, everything looks good. What I will do, it will be simple. Let's go into texture settings and add into the channels an emissive channel. Where is emissive? Yeah, here is it. Here it is. Emissive. Then what I will do is add on a fill layer that will be emissive. The emission color will be green, as you are seeing in the picture, and I can disable the normal and keep the height or keep them together, disable roughness, metal, and even color. I can, or let's keep color. Let's keep the color. We need the base color. Like that. All right. So what we should do is, starting with this, I can now bring back those details like that. Now you are seeing we have emissive, which is great. Also, what we'll do is the trickiest part is in here. Let's duplicate the selection or the material, clear the mask, add a paint layer. Then what we will do is a pen tool. Why I will design this. So like that, and I will try to make it hard. Then what about the size? Size jitter keep as it is. Spicing, I don't need any spicing. And the size will be something like that. I need to move this thing a little bit like that. Then we can go to paths. I think I forgot how I can add the path. Let's add another paint layer. Then it we can make it not 100% accurate. It's all about the design itself. And I think I have stencils that I can draw with them. I think so. But let's keep it like that, as simple as it can be. Just like that. Beautiful. Go back to the paint, the original paint layer. I can select them both. Anyways. No. Keep it as it is. I think I shall go back to the second path. It's a little bit weird. I want to have a proper shape for it. I think it do the work. Since it is a thing far away from the camera, we don't need to be as that accurate. Sorry, I think I did a mistake. As you are seeing, this one we should look into the references a lot. The strokes are small and close to each other. So let's go back into this thing, select them all, reduce the size, bring this in, bring this in, bring this in, bring this in also. Or make it like think I think I can delete this thing. I seen something. See? That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. I don't like it. I don't know why. On the paint layer. Let's go to alpha. Let's say on. Maybe you'll find something close to the shape that we are looking for. Huh, here it is. Alright, so there's no need for that hassle. Like that, way better. I think I should center it a little bit like this. Beautiful. No. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Beautiful. Now, what I will do is do a height map, and as you are seeing, it gave us the fakery effect that it got depth. And the thing that I like to do is go back to the paint layer, delete those ones. Since it will have these jittery edges, I like to add a filter, and it will be a blur. Why? To fake the depth. Look, depth map, it must not go from 0 to 1. Let me show you in Photoshop. Hold on a second. Like in 3D, we don't like those edges. We need to bevel them a little bit. They need to be like that to have a beautiful shading. But in 3D, this thing work in the poly with it, but when it comes to depth maps and normal maps, etc., having something like that will cause us a problem. So to have it work looking better, we need to smooth it. And to smooth it, we need to not make our map like that straight. It will not fake the depth. It will just make it something like having a stroke, a black stroke, or something like that, or an outline. So the better is to make it less hard, and with that we can fake the depth. As you are seeing, Look, now it has depth. So let's see the differences. Look in here and look in there. Day and light. So I think we have completed the textures. Let's, by the way, save the file. Fingerprint, projects, go back to, I had a mistake. Okay, let's call it B, and then let's export textures. In Blender 5.2, they added in the normal channel a way to connect the DirectX normal map, but if you don't, create a one, if you are in older Blender version, create one where you utilize an OpenGL normal map. So let's check the Blender D normal. I don't need the AL. I need the AL. I don't need it. I think so. I think so. Yeah, this is an OpenGL. I don't need the AL map. I need the emission. Let's make this 16 bits, and everything is good. Hit the export, and I did a mistake. I made a mistake. I should have changed the exporting. And we export it, and let's go back and see what we can do. Okay, after I think that we are done with texturing, we don't need to go and dig that deep. I think everything now is done properly. Everything looks good, beautiful. The heads are showing great. As you all seen, everything, I think we have finished the texturing process. As I said before, we want to make it as, let's say, not realistic in terms of texturing, but in terms of the accuracy of the model itself. We are here, what I want to say that this is for a beautiful presentation, and it's not for a technical presentation, because if it was a technical presentation, we will use different softwares, plasticity, etc., to make it as close as possible. So for now, everything looks good, everything looks beautiful, ready to be animated, ready to do everything that we wanted. So what I will do is I'll stop the video now. I will upload the pictures of the storyboard that I made, draw over them, and try to explain it to you, and try to make you try to tell you how I made the storyboard, what is my method of doing it, and how and why storyboards are important. Then after that, directly we will jump into a blockout animation where I will create a simple blockout for that piece of machinery. Just simple cubes, everything needs to be simple, not that advanced. Or I will use this one, since that we will not move the object itself, but in my previous animations, I will show it in other videos, I move the object. When I move the object, I'll try to do a low poly or just a block out of the object to ensure that I have a smooth viewport, because sometimes you are in a viewport where the FPS is around 20, 21, and you get used to it. The moment you render it, the moment you try to test it, you find everything in mess, since you export it in 30 or 60 frames per second and you were seeing it at 20 or maybe 10 or 5. So always try to keep your principal animation within the blockout level. Then just it's about refining, just adding some little details. But then after that, add the environment, the lighting, the texturing, etc. Though since this machine will be static, we will not be moving, we will do an animation directly on this thing, since we are going to move on in the camera. So I will export the storyboard to the PC with a picture, with an outline version, and try to explain it. Let's do it then.